Let's go. Let's go. Be the best on three. One, two, three. Be the best.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Reddick, and we are now getting ready to present to you the Witten Huddle Student Athletes of the Month. And for the month of January, we have beside of me Lincoln, and we have Connor. All right, Lincoln, we'll start with you. So, Lincoln, you have been chosen as one of the Student Athletes of the Month, and we understand you play football. So just talk a little bit about your football career. I understand you're a 7th grader now, getting ready to go into the 8th grade, but talk about what got you involved in football.
Mostly just my parents and my brother. For a while, I didn't even really want to be a part of it. I was more of a baseball guy, surprisingly. But then I finally gave in, and I just started to love it. And I started off as third string, and then I got a sack in Little League, and then I started to develop a lot more with the coaches, especially Coach Witten. In there, he started to come to practices and help us develop and condition with us and all that stuff, and it really improved me. And I appreciate all that he's done for us, and it's been a true honor to play for the Cyclones.
Let's talk about this past year. Were you able to start? Did you play on the 8th grade team, JV team, a little bit of both? What was your season like?
So I always played some of the varsity game, sometimes as H-back, lineman, tight end, never know. And it was very fun for me. And for JV, I played most of the game until we were just going crazy on them. I tried my best to get my job done, and there you go. Yep.
I'll tell you what, Lincoln, by you getting the job done, you're going into the 8th grade. You're going to be obviously one of the starters, probably one of the captains of the team. Talk about how excited you are about your upcoming 8th grade year.
Well, it's exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking, just coming in and being a leader, especially for 8th grade, top of the food chain, if you'd say that. And it's trying to be a leader and, all that stuff. It's really exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking, but I hope I can lead the team well. Me and Connor and a couple other people. Hope we can get the job done and
see what happens.
Yeah.
Play both sides of the ball, right? Mm-hmm. What do you prefer? What side, offense or defense?
Well, I hope my offensive coach doesn't get mad, but I prefer defense because I get to absolutely communicate a little bit more, get to hit people, get to absolutely watch them with their eyes wide, I love the blitzes and how defense works,
Yeah.
It's super fun. That's honestly my favorite because that's when I started to develop more, at first, and then it just exploded from there,
Well, we're going to come back and talk to you for just a second, but I'm going to move right over to your teammate here, Connor. All right, Connor, so understand you're in 7th grade as well, getting ready to go into the 8th grade. Let's talk about your beginnings as a football player.
Well, I started playing basketball whenever I was kindergarten, and then we realized that I was a little bit too tough for that, so we moved into football. I just started demolishing the offensive line. So Ryan Witten, he basically went to Witten Huddle a lot, and I moved to T.A. Duggar. So now I'm on the middle school team, and we'll see. It's been a pretty good ride so far, so we'll see what happens.
Well, let's talk about your past year as a 7th grader. Were you able to play on the varsity team as well? Did you play a little bit of both, JV and varsity?
Yeah, I played a little bit of varsity, mainly on the offensive side, but we did good last year. I feel like we could have done better. We could have improved, and that's why we're at weightlifting now so early in January. So, yeah.
Getting that work in. You play both sides of the ball as well?
Last year, JV, I played defense a lot and offense. I mainly play offense, so I'm mainly a center.
You like the offensive side better than defense, or what do you prefer?
I preferred offense just because I'm the main point of an offense. If I do good, then the play is probably going to do well too.
Got you. Center's like the captain on the line there, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to talk to you here in just a moment, but now I'm going to turn back over to Lincoln. We've got to talk about your classroom work, the work you do in the classroom. We know you do work on the football field, but this is a student-athlete recognition. So let's talk about school. T.A. Duggar, what are some of the classes you like? What do you enjoy?
I know it sounds weird for a fat guy on the line, but I like math and a little bit of world history and STEM. Those are my strong suits. In those classes, I'm pretty much an A student, A plus, you know.
Wait. You said A plus. So what do you do to get that plus? What you got to put that extra work in. So what do you do to get pluses?
Mostly just like paying attention in class, you know, trying your best to just stay focused, lock in, and like listen to the teacher, participate, communicate, you know. Those are the big things and just critical in life, you know. Just listening, communicating, receiving well. So that's pretty much it, you know.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He's giving you some tips there for other students if you're having trouble in school. Number one, show up and listen. All right, future down the road. Do you look to possibly want to play football in college, or you just want to continue on to high school and keep it there? What are your plans, long-term plans?
Well, football is something I love. I loved it since 5th grade, you know. It's sure as heck been a ride, you know, and I've just straight up loved it. So I'm planning on trying to play in college, you know, whether it's a small school, big school, you know, it doesn't really matter. As long as I get to play something I love, if it's something I love, I'll chase after it, you know.
Well, let's talk about college. We talked about you're a good student here, junior high level, and I'm sure you're going to continue on in the high school level. But college, I know you're just going into the 8th grade, but what do you plan on maybe studying, and what do you maybe plan on wanting to pursue as a career?
So if, you know, football, sports don't work out for me, I'm planning on being in the medical field, being an anesthesiologist. It's like at least 6 years in college, I think. I don't really know. You know, I might have to move around a little bit because not all schools offer that, but they can offer the starter for that, like the needle thingies, you know, and like all that fun stuff. But it's my plan, you know. Just
Lincoln, you know, I commend you on having a plan. Most kids your age, they can't even figure out what they're going to do when they go into high school. So you already got a good long-term plan. So I'm sure you're going to be excellent in your career, whatever you choose. I'm going to slide over here and talk to Mr. Kent here. Mr. Kent, understand that you're a good student as well. What are some of the classes you enjoy in school?
Some of the classes that I enjoy is probably history, and I'm probably obligated to say this, but math, because my mom's a math teacher, so. And yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest.
So you without a doubt, you have to come home with A's in math for sure.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Got you. Well, let's talk about your football career. Do you plan on continuing playing football in high school, and would you like to someday play on the collegiate level?
I plan on mostly playing football in high school and for college too, and it's been working out pretty good so far, so let's hope that continues.
Continuing past college, have you already thought about, looks like Lincoln's already got a game plan. Have you thought past high school and college on what you may want to study in college and maybe pursue as a career?
I haven't really thought about it much, but if I had to choose right now, it would probably be like business, because my dad, he's the store manager at Ingles, so probably business.
Okay, all right, excellent. All right, I'm going to get back to you. I got one more question to ask, but I'm going to slide back over here. Lincoln, you talked about all the hard work you put in, and you gave some compliments to Coach Witten at Witten Huddle. Talk about Witten Huddle, what it's done for you to this point, and a little bit more about Coach Witten and how he's helped you.
a lot of it is just like, you know, lifting weights, like putting the extra work in and getting down to it. If you want to play, if you want to be successful, you go to Witten Huddle or the Wittens, you know, because they know what to do and when to do it. Really just helps you, like, physically, mentally, you know, gets you locked in, and just helps you be better and a bunch of things, you know. I mean, I've been doing stuff I didn't even know I could do, you know, I didn't know, like, how to shoot. I didn't know how to bench right. I didn't know how to do anything till he showed me, and he just taken me along the ride, you know. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been a fun one.
That's awesome that Coach Witten's been able to help you that, and you've been able to see an improvement. Mr. Kent, let's ask you the same question. Witten Huddle, Coach Ryan Witten, talk about how that's developed you as a player and getting better in the program at Witten Huddle.
Yeah, pretty much since I was, like, first grade, I've been going up the Witten Huddle for a lot. Usually we have, like, lineman stuff up there, and he's taught me a lot how to move my feet and stuff, workouts. Workouts is probably my favorite thing about that, and he just let me develop a lot as a lineman and a lot as a center these past few years. Like, I couldn't even, if you ask myself probably about 3 years ago if I was going to be a center, I would have told you you were crazy, but he set me up as a center, and now I'm a center, and now let's hope we do good.
Well, there you go. 2 awesome stories by 2 young gentlemen chosen as the Witten Huddle Student Athletes of the Month for the month of January. Gentlemen, thank you, and good luck to your future.
Game up to get. Let's go. Be the best. All three. 1, 2, 3. Be the best.